Hey guys, how are we? I just want to do a quick thing right now. It's a video. So it's a video for anyone that watches me. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being there. I love you. You guys are awesome. For those that don't know, hello, welcome. I am a channeler. I am a medium. I am all these fancy words and more, but at the end of the day, I am me. I'm a Gemini Sun, Scorpio Moon. I'm raw, I'm honest, I'm authentic, and at the end of the day, when everyone leaves you and no one wants to tell you the truth about yourself, I'm that person that will look you in the face, see the best quality in you, be able to literally help you create it and manifest it. If you choose to literally be able to look at your darkest part of yourself, realize that those traits and things about yourself are a piece of you that you've collected on your walk through life. Often enough, I think that we forget that these walks in life, we are often around a lot of different people, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. Situations, influence, times, situationships, it all. People stick to us, energies move through us, empaths pick up things. They can alter us little by little. We often enough don't even realize how much these things over time impact us, because we as people can so easily, in a sense, go on autopilot and live our day through just getting things done and being a habit and man of consistent flaws. By not taking credibility and not taking the time and not taking the respect that not only we deserve, others deserve. Do you like this? What the fuck is going on right now? But the reason I'm putting together this video is so you guys could see this hair fleck. The reason I'm putting together this teeny little video is because I need people to know and understand what I'm here to do. The reason I even started this channel is because I went through a domestic abusive and or emotionally abusive situationship and or relationship. Right after that one, I had basically, I know people like to date me, that is another issue. I ended up in another relationship where that one was, it's even worse, toxic shit show. That person was so, they had picked up a 10-year toxic relationship that just drove the two people, quite frankly, mentally unstable. In my opinion. It takes time, self-discipline, and unbelievable resilience to be the best version of yourself. And my job and commitment to you guys is to be here to find out our flaws, to call them out, to acknowledge them, so we can move past them. And they no longer are a part of who you are. They become a part of your process moving forward. If you choose to feel like a victim in your life, and or you choose to stay in situationships that for multiple and multitude of reasons are not best suited for you, things will not work out as planned. And those are often enough the spreads that we get in these readings that are not the best spreads. We knew we should do something, we chose not to, and so what happens? Well, this, that, and the other. The purpose of me being here today is not to hold your hand, to stroke your ego, and to tell you everything you want to hear. Because at the end of the day, that is not what changes lives. Changing lives is being able to say and to do and to create any and everything that you want, and realize that every single moment, person, situationship, and so much more is inevitably a way for you to get closer to literally anything and everything you wanted. My goal is to be able to help you realize that instead of living in a world of lack, of binding, of feeling like we need to control, it is more of a mind frame and realization, awakening, of the fact that we can have whatever we want, and we realize that other people and our response to them and how we respond to them is nothing other than a mirror of our own fear and ego. And when we can look at that mirror, and listen to that mirror and or fear that we project onto others because we see in ourselves, and we realize that that person might be stronger at that gift than we are, it allows us to be able to see through them and their experiences how they overcame things, so we can work on our own flaws and things that we are the least comfortable with, so that if we do come in encounters with them, we know how to deal with them. If we don't, we know how to better understand them. And ultimately, you will need those type of stabilities and supporters in multitudes and aspects of our lives. There was another word they wanted me to say, but I'm sick of these fancy words, okay? My whole belief system is often people live in fear and ego and anxiety. The reason we live in anxiety, which to me is connected to our fear and gut, anyways, is our thyroid. Our thyroid is something that through generations of our DNA is transferred through person. We are basically a product of dead matter, which is literally dead things. So the fact that we even have a passionate opinion about anything is quite outstanding in itself, and that is quite fucking beautiful in itself. So those that just literally say, well, life's here to experience. So you're telling me you're literally made of dead matter, a type of energy, just dust. And you think that this dust is just settled to form and create a person for you just to wally wants and filly fuck around with whoever you feel like? Have fun with that. You will absolutely go nowhere when it comes to the power of manifestation, because you literally don't even care to respect enough the depth of energy and or this earth and the planet in a whole in itself. Its extreme wonders is based on our understanding that if this is all energy and it's all relevant in some aspects to the string theory, which is all energies colliding and together, and us as man, women, people, things, what the fuck ever you want to say, we will never know. And that is the most magical of it all. But it all is, in a sense, in sync as well with the aspect of us. So when we realize that there is nothing that a group of 2, 5, 10 people can do when it really comes to the accountability to what energy, what people, what is, we realize that inevitably when we are, I'm going to say, bound together, it hurts us more, for we are literally made of dead matter. When you are made of dead matter, that is, I'm so fucking sick of this. I'm so sorry, you guys. We literally, we are saying, I'm bonding my dust to your dust. And hopefully we get through this shit really well. Okay, what do you mean? We're all people. So if we're all people, and the rest of the world is a different type of energy, and we're going to bind ourselves together, how the fuck are we supposed to understand all the different types of energy? No, but that other type of energy is going to help us. Why the fuck, in what type of energy in the world does energy, that's not how it works. You're trying to control energy. That's not the way creation works. In any aspect of creation, period. Creation is about literally creating. You can't create when you're bound, because that means not all of you can be put energetically into something to show your love and support on it. Your emotional integrity. Not to mention, when you're bound, someone goes down, everyone feels heavy. It's a trap. Why do you need to feel bound? Because as often as humans enough, we grow up in our DNA throughout our body of transition throughout generations. The cells get more hypersensitive, which means actually they get weaker over time. Less rain jackets, each body softer, sensitive, sacral chakra shit. Thank you. creating that on top of your thyroid. It is creating different bodies, people, and things. If you then try binding yourself to things to actually be man and try to act like you know energy when you don't, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are on this planet. Unless you are literally dead matter and energy, you don't. Period. Unless you are dead, you don't. Period. You're just another narcissistical person in this world that literally shows a pure example of what literally choosing not to believe in any blind faith. You just choose to only see things factually, and that's great. That is the biggest, number one red flag for full-on narcissists. Congratulations, you're one of many and not special. But it doesn't really matter because none of us are truly very special. We are literally made of dead matter on hyperactive thyroids that have things put on us, chemically altering and changing our DNA every pill at a time. And then we wonder why we are so crazy in today's day and age. Welcome to the world of Jumanji. You have made it to level 4. But anyways, I'm here to basically do messages from Spirit. I will say them however raw Spirit needs me to, or however not raw Spirit needs me to. The whole point of this is once we get through these really nasty breakaways that we create in ourselves because of traumas that we've seen people react that way, maybe we took on those, maybe we've learned to do that based on our own situations that we have going on, and regardless of what our story is, because we all have our story on why we end up in these situations. They are learning curves. If I need to yell at you to break through that stubborn motherfucking head, because as humans and dead matter, that's how stubborn we are. Again, we're narcissists running around. Then that's what I'm going to have to do. If you do not like me as a reader because of the fact that I am not going to go off of every other generic concept out there of spirituality, then I love you, my friend. I hope all the best and get the fuck off my channel. Because I'm not here for you. I'm here to do what I need to do for my divine team to get the people that I care about and that do connect me and that can grow for me to help them to be able to grow. Because then they can be their own versions of a sense of a spiritual. And then I'll learn off them, they learn from me, and here we go as a team. There's no individuality. And I know that a lot of you are control freaks and you have to have that individual control and you have to know and you think that you're not. That's the thing with energy. Energy will flip you right side upside down. It's also the thing with the dead. You think you're playing with dark. Well, dark doesn't have sides. So it will let you use it, and as soon as you fuck up or get sad, it will start using you. That is the way it is. When you are light, you can create light in all aspects. When you are dark, it is always dark. The depth will drain you. Sorry, I just saw a spirit, so I have to stop now. Anyways, that is what I need to say. I probably had more to go with my spiel, but this is a little bit of a YouTube, I guess, thing that is... I've never done one that's about me. Also, I'm a channeler. I also do past readings. When I do past reading or channeling readings, feel free to ask questions. You can absolutely personally attack me on any sort of comment on any video. I have absolutely no problem with that. I know that if you leave a comment, it did trigger in a beautiful way. You don't have to like me. I'm just a messenger. But the other thing is if you do leave profanity or something that is literally just flat out inappropriate, I will delete it. Because just like it is not right for children, I do not need, we come here like adults. So if you can't be here as an adult, I don't care if you just say, I'm a fucking asshole. Say it. I don't care. I'm inevitably not here for you. And opinions are like assholes. We all have them. Okay? Sorry. Sorry, Sybil wanted to come out for a second. And so when I say Sybil wants to come out, so I'm a Gemini Scorpio. What does that mean? I have quite a few different personality traits to me. I have the twins. One's Jolene. That may sound like I have multiple personalities. I fucking wish. Actually, I really do actually wish I had multiple personalities. Jolene. So you're going to see me sometimes on here super flirty, funny, and hilarious. That would be Jolene. And yeah, you guys know who Jolene is. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Oh my gosh, Ross. Oh my gosh. And then the other one is gonna be Sybil. When I get pissed and very not emotional, there's absolutely no empathetic skills in me at all. I get very autistic, I guess. I have ADHD. ADHD is a prototype of Asperger's. What does that mean? The chemical in my brain that explains why I can be so intelligent and nerdy, first of all. Second thing about ADHD is ADHD people, when we choose to be empathetic and emotional to people, it's when our brain decides to fire the chemical. So if you are ever around ADHD people, they tend to be slightly brash in the way that they talk, and sometimes they can look emotionally up and down. That's because they actually have a chemical that their brain stops making when they are 26 years old. When the human adult brain is born and done growing, you are 27 years old. 26 is the last year for your adult brain to grow. What does this mean? So, in other words, if you are under the age of 26, you cheat, you do drugs, you lie, you wither away your life partying, guess what? As soon as you turn 27, your brain has officially stopped growing, and it will take you more than 75% to work as hard as you did to be able to get your brain to learn anything more. What does that mean? So as soon as you're 27 years old, you will have to study 75% harder for your brain to retain, learn, and understand as much as you do right now. Research that shit. It's the truth. So if you choose to fuck up your life or live the party life when you're young, or find joy when you were young on doing that, because you realize as an adult, as maybe when you're young you did that, and as an adult you're older and you miss those memories. Inevitably you could be looking back and moping on what you lack. But really what it is actually you didn't allow yourself the growth to be able to actually grow to where you wanted to grow as an adult. And instead we blame the world for that. That is a part of people not understanding you cannot control energy. Energy is in everything. When you understand the way the energy moves and it flows, you understand that 100% of the time, I swear, it was us. One choice that we make that we thought we knew but we didn't know, and then when we did know, we realized that we wouldn't have known because we don't know what we don't know. And when we do find out what we know, we find out it's all relevant, so none of us could have known. And how would we know to begin with? Think about that. Because, well, honestly, the shit I say is sometimes a little too creepy brilliant, but that's Asperger's for you. But anyways, that was a little spill about me. Thank you so much for being on the channel. Leave a comment for anything that you want. I did just do an Aquarius video I'm going to be putting up for Butternut. She was a little bit frustrated on my Aquarius video because she is a cross watcher. This will be a nice good message for you also, cross watchers. The way that I work is I'm going to yell at you based on how the energy is telling me to talk to you. Period. So, if I'm getting told to be abrasive, that is because you're not listening. And you're not making the changes, and your guides are sick of you sitting there with your head up your ass because they said it stank and they're over it. So they get me to sick these bitches. And that's the way it is. I love you guys.